Jackie, 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 Jackie. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I am so freaking stoked for today's video, but before we get into it, a couple of things. One, I'm having an allergic breakout of some kind of sort, and it is all over my face. So if you see like little tiny bumps on my forehead and my face, I'm having a little bit of an allergic reaction, but I had to film this video. Secondly, I do have my fan on because it is hot in this room, so if you hear it, please ignore it. So today we are going to be demoing and reviewing the Anastasia and Jackie Aina palette. I am so freaking stoked about this, okay? Jackie Aina, let's just stop. Jackie Aina is the queen of all queens, okay? Jackie Aina is the reason I know so much about makeup. I can't put into enough words how amazing she is, what she means to black people and black women specifically. This is huge for black content creators, okay? Jackie Aina, I am so extremely proud. I've been supporting you for so many years and I'm so proud, and I know I speak for a lot of black women when I say that you're so appreciated. I appreciate you, and I'm just so happy and excited for you. Congratulations. Like, this is a big deal, you guys. Like, when this was announced, I was like, and I was actually on a no more palette buy for the rest of this year, but this came out and I was like, so what I'm gonna do is support it, period. So we are going to be demoing and reviewing this baby today. I am so freaking excited. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Here is the palette here. It is so pretty and stunning, you guys. Like, I'm so excited to dig into this. I don't even know what look I'm going for. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm excited about playing with this palette. It just looks so freaking gorgeous. This is actually my first Anastasia palette ever. I actually do not own any palettes by Anastasia, so this is also like my first time trying their formula as well, which I'm really excited about. The names on here are like killing me because it is so Jackie. The whole packaging is so luxe and pretty. It's like this really pretty duochrome. So you get 14 shades in here. On the top row you have Soleil, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's just this really pretty like gold color. This is like gonna be so pretty on the lid. Next to that you have Supreme, which is this really pretty pink color, which I literally want to put all over my lid if I'm honest. It's so pretty. Then next to that you have Pinker, and Pinker looks like a deepened like pink, like a deepened berry pink, and that is the shade that has that little bit of a shimmer in it. Next to that one you have Big Wig, which is a matte purple color. That shade will look amazing in the crease. Next to that you got Dwallers, and if you watch Jackie, you know she always says Dwallers. So you got Dwallers, and that looks kind of like a green shifty gold color. Then next to that one you have Credit, which is a matte brown shade. Next to that one you had Lituation. Lituation looks like a kind of like a cool tone bronzy shade. I'm just looking on it, it looks like kind of like a cool tone bronzy shade. That is the whole entire first row. So moving on to the second row, right here you have Zam is like a bronzy coppery gold color. Next to that one you have Wiggly's, okay, and that is like a deepened cranberry color. This shade right here is like calling my whole entire soul right now. This is so gorgeous. Next to that you have Shookington, which is like this really pretty shimmery purple. So gorgeous. Next to that we got Trust Issues, and Trust Issues looks like a white with like a gold shift or glimmer to it. It looks so pretty. I think this shade will look amazing as like a topper on the eye. Then next to that one you have Edges, and the Edges is like a brown color. I don't know, this would be like a bomb crease color, yeah. Then next to that you have Sponsored, and Sponsored is like a greenish pinkish shiftish color, like a duochrome a little bit. So pretty. And then lastly you have Ginger, which is like your standard light brown crease color. So gorgeous. So that is all of the names and the shades in the palette. Jackie, I think you curated this palette really well, specifically for black women and black men who want to use this palette. I think it's gorgeous. So I did already prime my eyes, and I used the Lorac behind the scenes eye primer. So I really don't even know honestly what kind of look I want to do. This comes with like a little dual-sided brush, so I'm going to use this side of the brush, and I am going to start by dipping into let's dip into Ginger, which is this shade. over chip. Speaking a little bit more about Jackie though, I was so excited when this palette was released because like I said, I love Jackie. I think she's amazing at what she does, and also the fact that she speaks up for us black people and women like is amazing when a lot of people weren't, you know, like that's just amazing. And I saw all the hate that she was getting like when Trendmood posted it and things like that, and that really just prompted me like to even like go even harder, buy the palette, support it, use it, you know, because this is so major for like black people, if I'm being honest. Like I'm trying to think of like a high-end collab like this that has been with a black woman. Now if you think of one, please leave it in the comments, but for me, I can't really think of one. It's huge, and I'm so happy that Jackie has paved the way. Homage is needed, and I thank her, and I just love her, and I'm so proud. So there is a ginger in our crease that blended with like no effort. So pretty. I got a little bit of fallout, but I don't really mind fallout. It's bound to happen in most palettes. So now I'm gonna take the shade called Edges, which is like a little deeper of a brown color here. I'm gonna take that on that same brush, and I'm gonna start packing this kind of like in the outer corner area, and this is gonna help deepen that shade up a bit. This palette is really pretty. When I first saw the colors, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty. But when I got the palette, I was like, oh, okay, no, this is stunning. Okay, so we went and put edges on. So I think the shades I want for my lid are gonna be Sponsored and Wiggalese. And I think I wanna do Wiggalese kind of like in the inner and outer corner, and then have Sponsored on top. So I'm gonna take Wiggalese, which is that really pretty like cranberry color. So pretty, I love the shade. We have Wiggalese in the inner and outer corner. So now we're gonna go in with a Sponsored here, and I'm just gonna take this on my finger. So I'm gonna stamp this in the middle of my eye. I'm gonna deepen it a little bit more with the shade Credit. So I'm just gonna take that, and since this brush is smaller, it's gonna define that crease a little bit more. So I'm focusing most of this shadow kind of like in this area, and then blending in whatever's left kind of like in the inner portion. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the brush back around to this side. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that ginger shade and go over that crease area a little bit with this shade, and that's just gonna help me blend out that shade we just put down, and then add a little bit more brown kind of like in the outer portion. I'm just gonna take my finger and go back to that Sponsor shade and just tap a little bit more in place. So I do want to smoke out the lower lash line as well, so I'm basically gonna do the same steps I did on the crease on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take the shade Zim, which is this one right here, and we're gonna put that in the inner corner. All right, and I'm back. My face is finished, and this is the finished look. I love it. I love how this eye look came out, and I actually love how my whole face looks. I feel like these colors really blended like effortlessly. I really didn't have to do any work to them, honestly. And one thing I love about this palette, and it really makes a difference that like a black woman created this, is sometimes with like transition shades and shades you put in the crease, when you put other colors on top, like when you layer other colors on top, sometimes the pigment from the other shade like goes away, and they all kind of mesh together, and it like makes this really, it makes this really kind of like ashy grayish color. So I'm so glad that Jackie heard all of us and really made this palette for, you know, with us in mind, I should say. I definitely recommend this palette. Everything was amazing, and I did this eyeshadow look with no like loose powder under my eyes, and I didn't get any fallout on my face. That's big, okay, because I get a lot of fallout using some palettes. So I love this palette. I definitely recommend it. I do know that it is limited edition, so grab it while it is still here. Support my good sis. Congratulations on this beautiful palette that you collaborated with. I think it is gorgeous, and it's so crazy that she announced this palette right after I did my declutter, where I had to declutter her elf little palette she collaborated with because it was so old and I didn't reach for it anymore. And I just felt like God was like, okay sis, we're gonna replace the elf one with this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look that I created with the Jackie Aina and Anastasia palette. So until my next one, I'll see you guys later.